Okay, today we are going to see the mission of today. The mission today, what we're going to do today is we want to verify the data that was collected from the field. And we have some in that flash. We have sample data that were given to you that were collected from the field, maybe by a technician. And you want to verify geographically how the data fall. Then again, the second mission is we want to map out the forest zone, all the forest reserve, and we want to map out some features like existing infrastructures, roads, and the hydrographic network of the forest. Then now mission also, inside of the same mission, we want to calculate the surface areas of our forest. So for the data type, the data that we have here, we have the GPS data, we have coordinate of point that we collected with the GPS, and we are going to use our Google Earth Image Pro. Yes, we are going to use the image, that means we are going to overlay the image on it. But now let's go straight away to verify the data that we collected from the field. So what we are going to do is if you go to the data, let's go to the sample data. These are the sample data that we collected from the field. If we look well, we are going to have we have the coordinate XY and the observed point. So straight away we are going to Google Earth Pro. We are going to verify this data. So we let us verify the zone. So when I go to my Google Earth Pro, since my Google Earth Pro was already zoomed to the study zone, let me just take it to a random area. Then I can just come to my place mark up here, add place mark. Click there. Then by default, the place mark falls anywhere. So I can put this sample, I can just give it the name sample data 1. Sample data 1. Then I modify the coordinate respecting what I have in my sample data. I go to the easting, I come here, I copy this coordinate of easting, X, I copy the X, I come back there, I paste where easting is. Same thing here with the Y. I delete, I go there, I copy the Y coordinate. And I paste. We can now say, okay, we can go now to, you go here to this database, you will see sample data. You click on it.
Sample data 1.
Yes, sample data 1. So this is where our sample data 1 has fallen. And the work was done around Mungo River. Okay. Now by default, we can just reduce to have a vast geographic extent. We can just reduce it, we can zoom in to have a large geographic extent, because all our data have to fall within this zone. So we can now come back again to our place mark. By default, it falls anywhere. We can just say sample data 2. We just put SAM2, not to be writing SAM2, SAMD2, not to be writing everything off. Okay. We still go there on our second coordinate, coordinate. we copy the eastern and the northern. We verify our zone if we are in zone 32, North Hemisphere. When we are good, we say okay. And now what was the observation on sample data 2? The observation was built up area. It was built up area. The first data we have forest zone. If we look here, sample data 1, there's forest zone. Then the other one is built up area. So we can look if actually what was collected in the field was built up areas. Yes. Let's now enter all the coordinates. Palms. Sample data 3 is some palms. Observation show palms. So every data that you enter, you have to check the observation.
It was fun.
Palms. Some plus 5, 6 palms. Okay. let's say if we look at our satellite image, we are seeing a very vast area. We are seeing and we can see palms, the palm tree for the whole plantation of palm trees. If you look here, these are the camps. Then we can see another forest areas, natural forest. Then we can see the road. So this is a good data source. This is a good data source to verify or to calculate surface areas. Maybe if the forest area of this palm trees, this plantation is needed until we can calculate the surface areas. And it's good to we can make maps to plan out the place to show how the place looks like. And we can also collect and calculate surface area of forest reserve or protected areas. So we can actually come up with a map of a land use of this place. But since this is a raster image, we cannot do some stuff calculation. We have to, we have to convert it to shapefile. It is with shapefile that we can create a database. The raster image, we cannot do analysis on raster image. We cannot do some sophisticated calculation on raster image. We must convert the raster image to shapefile. We must convert the raster image to shapefile. And converting the raster image to shapefile simply means we have to create vector layers. We have to create vector layers. And if we look at this our image, we are going to have vector layers of palm nut plantation. We are going to have vector layer of roads. We are going to have vector layer of protected areas. We are going to have vector layers of infrastructures like camp. Yes. And in this vector layer, since we have created vector layers, we can create database. Under the database, you can specify any information. For example, on the vector layer of palms, we can create in the database. We want to add the surface area and the types of palms. Maybe different the type of species. Yeah, we have the different type of species. Same thing with the vector layer of forest. We can create a database showing the different types of species. Yes, and maybe the year and the state, if they are young trees or they are old trees, the year they were planted, etc. But with the raster layer, we cannot do this. We only do this in a vector layer. So today we are going to see how we can upload this stellar image in Quantum GIS and how we can georeference. After we have georeference, we are going to see how we can upload the georeference image to ArcGIS. Then from there, we are going to see how we can create a new vector layers and new spatial database or our new database. So what we are going to do now, the first thing we are going to do now is I want to deactivate all this my sample. I've already seen my storage zone. This is the storage zone. Yeah, so this is the storage zone. Let me see if the image are blur, so I can I'm going to use internet connection. Let me activate internet connection.